Hello everyone and welcome to another YachtWay Spotlight. Today I am going to take you on a full thorough walkthrough of this Mangusta REV104. And the rev does not mean rev up your engines. It means that this lineup is revolutionary by a brand called Mangusta. Come with me and let's take a look. We're starting our walkthrough all the way from the sun deck, but before we even do, I do want to say that I believe the Mangusta Rev is perhaps one of the most beautiful vessels that has ever exited Italy. It is so beautiful. If you look at the lines of the boat, the curved lines and how close it sits to the waterline and how the window breaks apart the waterline and the sun deck where we are on right now, it is absolutely captivating how it looks like on the water. Once you are on the sun deck here, what's incredible is you can put these large poles out and you can keep them out whenever even when you're running full speed, by the way, 35 knots, and attach a canvas bimini so it adds extra shade while you're lounging over here. Obviously, you can easily take this off, and if you want to lounge and capture the sun all over the place, then you have this oversized sunbed, and I'm 6'1", and if I lay down over here, first off, not just is it large, it is also extremely plush and comfortable as you lounge over here. I don't know if I'm supposed to do that, but I'm doing it for you so you can get the feeling of how good it is. Now, if you do want to change this configuration over here, you can remove the center cushion and the tables underneath, raise them up, and you can either have it set up as small coffee tables, side tables, or maybe even have a bite to eat here. Now, before we carry on, I do want to point out the wing in the back. It looks absolutely incredible from the water, but it actually has a design sense that is being carried over from day one of Mangusta all the way from 1985. So the very first boat they came out with had the wing in the back. And throughout the years, they've added it to every single sports model. On the way at the top, what I do like what this owner did is they eliminated the domes, which look like from the 90s. Nothing against 90s, but perhaps the Starlings look so much sleeker, especially on a boat like this. And you can see them, these are the marine ones now. All the way at the top, you obviously have your night vision, you have your searchlight, your horn, and your VHF antennas, and of course your navigation lights. In front of your sunbed now is where you have your galley area. Not just do you have one barbecue, you have two burners, so you can really create whatever meals you like. And of course, you can regulate the temperature. So if you want to do fish on one side and maybe, your burger buns on the other side, you can easily do that. Right next to that is an additional prep area. So if you want to use it for that, you can definitely do that. And if you need to rinse off your glasses or your hands, you have a sink right next to it. So underneath the barbecue, you can find a fridge drawer, so you have all your drinks at your hand's reach, and even more storage on both sides. As we carry on to the helm station now, which is on the sun deck here, you also have speakers, so whatever music you're listening, you can make sure that you hear them loud and clear. Handrail, I like as you're going there, you can grab onto something because this thing goes 35 knots, like I mentioned. And what a helm place this is. You're overlooking the bow lounge area, a large sun pad all the way forward, and we'll come back to that. But what I do like and what I want to point out is how nicely they have integrated the helm station and the displays into this whole console. First of all, it's nicely curved, follows the same exact lines as the curvature right in front. You have small digital displays in front of you. Obviously, you can configure them whichever way you like. Control buttons here for your engine start, stop, etc. Your throttle controls. This vessel, talking about throttle controls, they look kind of interesting. Well, first of all, it's jet propulsion, which means your draft is less than 5 feet. That's right, 4 feet 11 inches to be precise, which allows you to take this thing quite literally anywhere, especially here in South Florida, where going to Bahamas might be a casual weekend thing to do. And if you feel like, this is exactly what I want to do, then this very boat is listed for sale on YachtWay.com by Denison Yachting. It is the most modern yacht listing platform in the entire world. And I encourage you, go check it out once you're done watching this video. Talking about this video, of course, a joystick control right next to you, so very easy to maneuver this thing. Now, I'm saying easy because it's a jet drive. It's really like a mega jet ski, basically. I have not driven this boat, but I've driven jet boats, so it is relatively simple thing to do. And of course, your autopilot controls right next to here as well. Plus, a side power bow thruster right next to your throttle controls. Now it's time to head to the bow lounge area now, but before we do, first off, you have a large locker here, so any covers or whatever you may want to store, you can easily store them here. And at nighttime, if you want to add extra mood to the lounge area here, you have these light control switches. And you push, for example, this one, your dashboard light, and the whole thing lights up around the dashboard. What a cool look. So heading down from the staircase on the sun deck now, first off, it's a very nice incline here. It doesn't feel like you're climbing an Everest, that you have to be scared of falling or because it's too steep. Comfortable deep steps and very wide steps. So even if you need more space to navigate around the boat, you can easily do that. I do love how they have done this angled staircase handrail, but curves in nicely. And the angle also carries over to your port side now. It just looks so nice, even though there's not many sharp angles on this boat. These curves and these angles just work so perfectly. There's something with Italians, they really know how to make things just look amazing. Rispetto. Talking one more thing about this staircase. Underneath, during the daytime, it's slightly harder to see, but you have an LED strip. So at nighttime, once again, this whole thing is nicely lit up. So right next to your staircase now, on your port side, is where you have your little wet bar. You have a sink. So whatever you may need to use that for, you can easily do that. Fold that back down, and underneath is where you have a small fridge, so whatever drinks you may want to grab, you can easily do that without running inside, and more storage right next to that. Carrying it on, you have a 8-people dining area. Dining area number 1 on a sports yacht. There's also one inside, but a large table so you can easily accommodate 8 guests. And if you have any leftovers per se, you can easily have them lounge around the lounge bed all the way aft. These tables, same thing, you can actually adjust them. So if you want to have them slightly higher, you can definitely do that. And of course, you can do it individually. Talking about individually, if you like individuality, you have a nice LED track light that goes all around this seating area. And you can just imagine how good it would look at nighttime. Now, obviously you have a shaded area, hard top, that extends all the way to the end of the dining area here. But if you do want, you can put a shade out just the way it has been done right now. And talking about the shade columns, they could have easily made them just straight and end the story, because it would have given plenty of shade for the people lounging here. But they made it nicely angled, and how perfectly it once again looks from the side of the boat when you're going full speed. We put some photos here how it looks like. I tell you, they have really thought about everything over here, and keeping in mind that it has to look good even when you're using these canvas shades. Now, as we come down, first off, on your starboard side, you also have a passerelle that extends out from underneath these steps here. So whenever you need to get off the boat and you don't have a floating dock behind you like we do right now, this would be an easy way to get on and off the boat. Talking about on and off the boat, if you do want to get into the water from the boat, you have a swim platform that extends out and collapses into the water, once again, giving you an easy way to access the water and back to the boat. If you want to access small islands, maybe hop around from big boat to restaurants, etc., you have a Williams diesel 505 jet tender right inside the garage, stored nicely away. And actually this whole thing, the tracks, so this swings out and puts it into the water. And of course, plenty of space to keep everything stored at all around the tender. As we head now, I do want to point out that you have this very nice chrome piece that carries all across the curved window. Now, first of all, it's very nice as a design element. Second of all, if you do want to use it as a grab rail, you can do that. But what it also does, it acts as a handrail for the side boarding door for the captain. Again, you have one on either side, and there's no handle here. Obviously, they don't want to take away from the look. So I can only imagine they added this entire strip just to have a handle for this door here. How nicely it merges into this whole thing is quite something special. Arriving at the bow lounge area now, and before we get to the lounging part, you have storage pins on both sides once again, so fenders, lines, whatever you may need to have quick access, or your crew may need access, they have that right here. These here are accent lights, your semi-like a pin lights, but levitating above the walkway. I think, you know, this is something that I have never seen before. I don't know how it looks like during the nighttime, but you have them all across the board here. So I can only imagine it looks really cool. And what I like about is you have a chrome piece for the handrail, and the columns below that are actually blacked out, which actually matches with the windows. Blacked out windows, blacked out columns. I tell you, you know, these guys have thought about things. Arriving at the lounge area now, you can choose either you want to lounge, have a full-on comfort zone here, or maybe you want to sit, you grab a drink. You have two adjustable tables, so if you want to adjust the height of them, you can easily do that. Plus a canvas bimini all the way at the top. And again, look at the design element, how it nicely curves, goes inside. Now, to give you this floating feeling of the sunbed, you have an LED light hidden right underneath, pointing towards the ground. And at nighttime, it looks like it's quite literally levitating. Now, all the way forward is where you have your anchor controls, your winches, your anchor locks, your lines, your tracks for the lines, and also line protectors from protecting the line from chafing against the hull itself. So that's nice. Also, what I noticed as I was walking here is there are these Mangusta grills for the drain holes, but these being so much more smaller, so instead of writing out the word Mangusta, they have referred back to the logo M itself. How neat. Welcome to the inside of the Mangusta REV104. First off, this door is electric, so as you approach it, it opens itself up, so you do not have to yank it and slide it manually. It does it itself. What you can also do yourself is have a proper sit-down dinner. So you have a sit-down dinner table for 8 people. And I love how they have made a couch here. So this feels more intimate to sit around the table. And these very nicely suede finished chairs around with a marble table right in the center. Also at the center is a very good lighting fixture, which you can actually adjust the lights individually. So if you want to have one section on, one section off, you can most certainly do that. Recessed lighting spotlights all over the boat with this white paneling, and also the white paneling curves resembling the exterior look of the vessel, and LED track lights also all the way on the sides, so giving you this very nice light glow everywhere you go. For the boat show purposes, there are curtains for added privacy, but obviously in the open ocean, if you want, you can open up all the curtains and you have floor to ceiling windows all around, letting in ample amount of light. On your port side is where you actually have a small fridge, just like you had outside. So if you do want to grab a quick drink, you most certainly can do that. And behind this blacked out mirror finish panel is where you have glass storage. So whatever drink you want to take, you can pour it into the glass, stored right behind here. Moving forward, there's some very cool tricks that I have not seen on another boat used in a way that Mangusta have used it. First off, you have speakers in the ceiling, so giving you a great musical environment or great place to watch your favorite movies, because you can do that through the TV that actually slides all the way in and hides within this compartment. And once again, blacked out mirror, giving you this infinite feeling as you walk around the boat. L-shaped couch, leather couch with LED lighting right around it. So once again, adds to the whole mood of the boat. The cool elements don't just end with the LED lighting around the couch. You also have a skylight, and this skylight the oval finish that they have done. So at nighttime, so when it's a sunset, you have this orange glow gleaming into the cabin here, changing the whole environment. Or during the sunrise, you have this very warm tones filling this room. Now, this oval shape here might not make any sense. Why would you have just a glass panel behind your couch? Well, sometimes you may want to have a view of a sporty helm station that this boat very much has. So for that, what you can do is push a button. And now, while you're dining, you can be reminded of a sporty yacht that you have, and you could at any time hop at the helm and take it anywhere you wish. So to access the crew cabins, you can do that from here. So, and also the crew has their very own door. So you can close up. And now crew can have a private entrance to their quarters. Now, before we head to the helm station, I do want to point out that this whole wall paneling has this very nice textured suede-like finish with panelings all around, and you can close this door, and the back of the door actually has the same exact texture, so it feels as one continuous wall. Now, stepping into the helm station, again, you can close the door if you want to separate yourself. And actually the back of the door now is finished with a leather paneling to match the leather paneling at the helm station. And once you get here, what a place this is to be. It has such a sporty vibe, very modern, minimalistic layout here with burning glass cockpit. Obviously this is configured to your liking. Whatever you want to show here, you most certainly can. Your cameras, so you can see how his engine room doing. We will go check out the engine room, so stay tuned for that. You have cameras facing to the flybridge, your thermal cameras. Everything is at the hand's reach, not to mention your throttle controls, your joystick, and also your autopilot controls. Everything is here. Plus a steering wheel, and of course, these very sporty helm seats. And you also have actually controls. So if maybe you want to sit a little lower, you can do that. Maybe you want to slide yourself slightly forward, you can do that. Maybe you want to adjust your backrest, you can do that. Yeah. And of course, not to mention, you have your autopilot. So what you do have here is a little mouse that is integrated into the handrest. So you can point the cursor anywhere you want. So if you want to change any of the settings over here, you can do that. I am not going to push any buttons. But yeah, you can use the cursor to hop around different screens, whatever you want to do, you can do that, you see? You can select different screens and set it up the way you like it. Now, this is the side boarding door we spoke about now for crew to have easy access to the boat. So what you do is you just push a button and voila, it opens itself. And of course, you have one on either side. And now it's time to go check out the lower deck. Now, as we head down, the whole staircase has this very nice gray oak finish. The walls around it, leather paneling with LED strips integrated within the panels itself. Feels as if it's like a rainforest that you're walking down from. As you get down, you have hidden storage underneath, so whatever things the crew may want to store away, they can easily do that underneath the steps here. Handrails on your right hand side as you come down. I do not want to touch because the crew has been so gracious and moving every single fingerprint, so I am not here to add any new ones. Once you come down, it feels as if I'm a midget because I'm 6'1". Look how much space I have above my head. This is something that you would have never expected when you come to this boat. Space is something that you have an abundant amount on this boat. And also the emphasis to the height also comes from the LED lights that are integrated into the wall paneling, just as you saw from the staircase as we walk down. Stepping inside the owner's cabin now, on the hallway side, you have leather paneling on the door. Close this up. Magnetically stays closed. Again, ample amount of headroom right above my head. You have a king-size space in the dead center, wood flooring around, a makeup vanity desk with LED lights integrated into it. So all the ladies who are here to get ready, I mean, you have a plush ottoman right underneath, a little cubby here, whatever you may want to store, you can easily do that. Plus storage pins also on your both sides. And on the left side, you have a fridge. So whatever drink you may want to grab at nighttime, you can easily do that without running upstairs. You have a large window on both port and starboard side. And I love how they have done this light leather paneling around, framing the window with the light leather paneling. Actually, if you look at the water now, it's dancing all over the leather. And while you're in the bed, you can see on both sides how the water is glistening on your window frames. Very, very nicely done. Put this back right here. And of course, if you do want to add a total created blackout mood here for your sleeping time, you have a blackout curtains that come all the way down. Right next to your vanity desk is where you have hanging closet. So whatever clothes you may want to hang, you can easily do them over here. Plus additional shelving right below that as well. And integrated into the door itself is where you have a full standing mirror. And this is most certainly not the only closet that you have in this boat. You have a full walk-in closet in the owner's cabin, which we'll go check out now. And as we head there, also on your port side, you have the same exact thing now for maybe his or her side, whichever way your setup ends up being. A console here with even more storage pins, and same thing, large window with LED lighting all around, and also a mirror that makes this room extend even further as it is. Stepping inside to the walk-in closet now. Once you are inside now, I do like that the drawers have glass panel right at the front. So all the ladies, whatever they may want to have here, maybe shoes or bags, they don't need to open up every single drawer. They can just see through the glass what's inside. Plus, of course, you have a safe right here. So any valuables you may want to store, you can easily do that. More hanging space on both sides and more drawers on your left-hand side here as well. Stepping inside to the owner's head now, but before we do that, I do want to ask, if you like the videos, then hit the subscribe button down below so you would always know and be notified whenever we upload a new video. And if you like the videos, then hit the like buttons. It helps us grow. And to all the 10,000 plus people who have already subscribed, thank you so very much. And say hi to all the new people who are about to hit that subscribe button. As you step into the bathroom now, before we even do, the door itself is finished with the same exact suede-like finish like you have right above your headboard with LED track lights and speakers integrated into the ceiling. It looks perfection at its greatest, plus an LED light all the way behind the mirror here as well. Opening this up and you are greeted with a grand owner's in-suite bathroom with a curved mirror, the same very curved look like we saw separating the helm station from the main salon on the deck above us. Marble, semi-marble onyxes like floor paneling carries on to this floating sink. You have a dual sink, large sinks with very nice blacked out hardware for your sink faucets, etc. Toilet in the dead center here, and of course a walk-in shower. 6'1", plenty of space. Spotlights integrated into the ceiling, flush mounted, and the same marble carries on everywhere. You have this nice marble insert here, so whatever shampoos or anything you may want to store, you can do that. What I would add here, because this boat is so fast, you're gonna go through some waves over here and potentially things fall off. I would add a metal bar here, a blacked out one perhaps, so everything would stay in place without ending up on the floor. Talking about the floor, marble is usually very slippery. So to prevent that, they have done these cut-ins, if you see now, and this helps you from slipping around while you take shower. Talking about shower, you have shower controls for your hot water, for your cold water, rain shower, and also your handheld wand here, which is blacked out. Even the rubber is blacked out. Look, very nicely finished. Now, with this kind of boat, you would have a lot of friends. But the good news is all the friends would have their own rooms. Let's go check them out. So exiting from the owner's cabin now, and you have a total of 3 guest cabins. First one being all the way to the port side now, right in front of the owner's cabin, a queen size bed with windows. So same thing, leather finish, curved ceiling, speakers integrated inside, small TV here for you, and of course a hanging closet with drawers right below for the guests to keep their clothes stored while they're enjoying their time on the boat. Also access to the head, and this head also acts as a day head, which can be accessed from the hallway here. So stepping inside, same thing, you have a curved mirror, just like you saw at the owner's cabin, marble finish, marble sink right in front of you, and a walk-in shower with, I like the fact that they have added, because they have added this cutout, because it can get steamy sometimes inside the showers. Yeah? So this steam would just run out from this cutout here. How nice, huh? This is glass, huh? Stepping inside, rain shower, plenty of space. This counter space here, obviously you can use it as a counter space, or you can even use it as a bench. Same thing, shampoo storage on your right hand side here. Porthole, so if you want to let fresh air in, you can do that. You can't put a shade down, but the good thing is it's angled, so it's very unlikely that somebody's going to see inside while you're cleaning yourself. Stepping back out, closing this thing up. And right on your starboard side now is where you have a guest cabin with 2 twin beds. With window on the side, plenty of headroom, speakers integrated into the ceiling, and same thing, you have a hanging closet space right here as well with drawers right below. And it would not be a guest room without having its own dry head, and it has the same very one like we just saw, with a nice oval mirror and a dry head. All the way forward is where you have your VIP cabin now. Queen size bed facing aft, nicely finished headboard with leather and linen-like texture, which looks like linen, but the moment you touch it, it's actually like suede. Well, you know what? If you should most certainly come and see this boat, if not for anything else, then just to see how soft this is. So you have consoles on both sides with storage units right below, blackout curtains, so whenever you want to get extra good night's sleep, you can definitely get it. You have hanging closets, one on either side, with a full-size standing mirror, so you can make sure that you look great while you come out, or when you come out. Speakers integrated into the ceiling, recessed spotlights, and of course a walk-in shower with its very own head here. As we take the stairs down now from the main deck area, we end up in a crew quarters. We're not going to be able to show you the crew rooms themselves, because obviously there's people living here. We don't want to invade their privacy over here, but we are going to invade this galley area over here. And the moment you step in, you have a sliding door that's actually a pocket door, so it nicely hides away whenever they want to give themselves even more privacy. You have a dual sink here with a dishwasher right next to that, plenty of counter space above it with a cooktop. You have also an oven with a range right at the top, backsplash here, so whatever things maybe be splashing against the wall, they won't make any stains to the paneling, the white paneling right behind it. Also, a microwave right over here, and you coffee machines, etc. With, not to mention, 1, 2, or 3, you have 4 fridges, which you can all regulate the temperatures individually for all of them. So whatever temperatures you want to keep your food at, you can most certainly do that. And now it's time to check out the engine room. Stepping inside the engine room. Now, first thing, this one is powered by twin 2,000 horsepower MTU engines, Rolls-Royce engines, if you may say. Your water makers, everything is really nicely laid out. You see the centerpiece? This is where your tender garage is now. It extends all the way inside. All these panels easily removable, so whatever you need to may have access, you can easily get access to. Engines, you can easily walk around. You also have an additional entrance to the engine room from the main deck aft now, even all the way to the back here, you can easily access. I mean, there's no problem. You have a quarter generator. I believe you have 2 of them. Yes, you have 2 quarter generators, one on either side. Your vents now for the air intake. I am not a mechanic, as you can imagine, and I think it's pretty clear, but we have a lot of people who know everything about engines who are watching these videos. So You can determine yourself how good everything is here. What else? That's it. That's the engine room. This was a full thorough walkthrough of the Mangusta REV104. If you're looking to make this very yacht your very own, you can find it on YachtWay.com, the most modern yacht listing platform in the entire world. And if you think that this vessel from Mangusta is really revolutionary and worthy of its name Rev, then let us know in the comment section down below, because we believe it definitely is. As always, if you liked the video, hit the like button. If you want to see more videos just like this, hit the subscribe button down below. As always, thank you for watching, and we will catch you on the next one. Cheers.